Tonight, once again, O Divine Mother, you have given us the opportunity, your grace, your infinite blessings to sit together here in the beautiful Mandir, in your Mandir, to bring the beautiful glories of the divine form to everyone. We thank you for our blessings. Everything that has happened in our lives, whether good or bad, we realize it is all the package of life. But with your grace and blessings, O Mother, whenever good things are happening, we feel so at ease, so peaceful, so happy. And when things seem not to be going so correct, we feel still confident enough that we can correct the mistakes. And that is simply because of your relationship, O Mother, the very one we have built as your children. Tonight we sing your praises once again. Brahmananda, you are that supreme bliss, that form of joy, ecstasy. Tonight, bless us, O Mother. Brahmananda Swarupani, Brahma Shakti Supradarini, Whether you call her Swaha, whether you call her Swattaha, all these glorious, beautiful names. However you perceive the mother, however you go to a mother, whatever names you call a mother will always respond positively. But the more you call her with love and simplicity, that mother rushes to the call of her child or her children. Tonight, Ma, we thank you, we thank you, we thank you for giving us the opportunity to sing your beautiful praises. The few of us who are gathered here this evening through your infinite grace, O Mother, we want to bring the moments of devotion into the homes of our devotees, wherever you're logging in from tonight, whether devotees from Guyana, from Trinidad, from Canada, from Connecticut, from Maryland, from Florida, California, Minnesota, devotees from Australia who have been logging on, devotees from England who have been joining us, and whether you're from right here in the tri-state area, tonight we bid each and every one of you Durga Ma's blessings. Sit back and enjoy a few moments of devotion with all of us. Tonight, our dear Lady Dai, Umaji, Crystal, our dear Sabrina Ji, myself, Pandit Yogi, our dear Kiran Ji, one of our new members here, coming joining us for satsang, and of course, not forgetting our dear Andy, and behind the cameras, the one and only, the Mark Zuckerberg of our community, our very own Brianna. Tonight, we bring all of you Durga Ma's glories. For the next few moments, what we will do, we will join together in our Havan Yajna, as we've been doing every night. Very simple mantras, and you've been noticing we're not mentioning a lot of the steps anymore, because I think by now, if there's anything our devotees should have been learning throughout the 2 years now? Everybody should have memorized the Havan Yajna. If not, then look back at some of the videos and familiarize yourself with the mantras. Athara Shri Havan Sampurna Sankalpam Aham Karishhe Om Hasta Prakshalanam Samarpayami Shri Govindaya Om Dum Durgaye Namaha Swaha Om Shri Lakshmi Mataye Namaha Swaha Om Shri Sharda Mataye Namaha Swaha Om Hasta Prakshalanam Samarpayami Shri Govindaya Namaha. We seek the blessings of the Lord. Om Vangame Asi Asu Om Nasurvi Prano Asu Om Akshurvi Chakshurastu Om Karyorvi Strotramastu Om Bhavurvi Valamastu Om Ojome Ojurastu Om Narishani Virangani Tanastu Mami Sahasantu Shadharve, our Prashadam. I want to so humbly thank the Ramgovind family, our dear Priyaji and Navin and their wonderful boys for presenting us this evening with our Prashadam and Bhojan for tonight. Please note I just took one of the prasad. There's a lot there, and knowing Priya, she could feed the whole of East Coast. So I'm just going to take one, we're going to make our offerings, and then we'll continue from there. So if you have your prashadam at home, wherever you are, please make your offerings to the Mother, to the Divine. Remember, it summarizes our entire being, and we offer it to the Mother. And we ask of her, Ma, bless this prashadam, bless our very act of performing this offering to you. Bless our mind so that our minds can be filled with love and simplicity. And in return, just give us your grace. Om Brahmarpam Brahmavid Brahmagano Brahmanautam Brahmari Nagantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhina Om Tatsat Hari Om Tatsat Hari Om Tatsat Hari Om Mangalam Bhagavan Durga Devi Mangalam Garudatvaj Mangalam Pundharikaksham Mangalaye Tano Hari Om Shanti Hari Om Boliye Prince Adi Shakti Jagadambe Mata Ki Jai Jai Ma Jai Ma Jai Ma Glory be unto the Divine Mother. My dear sisters and brothers, devotees all, once again, on behalf of all of us present here, please permit me to say a Jai Sitaram, a warm, sincere, cordial welcome to each and every one of you logging on tonight to join us in our satsang. Tonight we have a few things to take care of. Actually, tonight is Kanya Puja, where we're going to portray our Devis, our 9 forms of the Universal Mother, the 9 powers, the 9 beautiful qualities, and so many more that the Mother represents in our life. And later on we will look at that. And of course we cannot forget our little Shankar Bhagwan. Who these young ladies are, who these devis are, we do hope you stay with us to find out a little bit later on. Before we listen to our Ved Vyas for tonight, we'll have 2 bhajans, and then we're going to start our katha a little bit earlier tonight, so this way we'll have ample time to perform all of the rest of the program for tonight. So we'll ask our Lady Dai to her and Umaji can lead us in a bhajan together, and then we have a special guest, and this guest is a special young lady, and tonight is very auspicious for her as well. And you may wonder, who is this young lady? Her name is Chitra Kumari. Now, who is this person? You've never heard of that name before? Tonight you'll see who I speak of. And note the name, Chitra Kumari. Tonight is Kanya Devi Puja. We'll find out who that is. So we'll listen to that, and Bri, and then after that we'll listen to our special guest appearance. Shakti Jagadambe Mata Ki Jai. I'm sure everybody was wondering at home, who is this Chitra? Who is this Chitra Kumari? Well, ladies and gentlemen, devotees all, she's no other than our very own Crystal Ji. Thank you so much, Crystal, for that beautiful bhajan, talking about the glories of the Navdurga Devi in her most magnanimous forms, these Devis. And of course, Dai, thank you so much also for your contribution. Devotees all, from the first night, the 6th of October, when we began this beautiful journey, we started this journey with a very simple question. Will Navraatri, can Navraatri, is Navraatri going to be able to help me, you and I, help us all in the fluctuating waters of life? And when myself and Pandit Deepakji, we were trying to come up with a topic where all of us can just read and link all of our topics to this one thought. This is what we came up with. Because we know that word, this is how life is. It's fluctuating. And we need some kind of calm, peace and serenity. We have been looking at pages of the Ramcharitamanas. We have been looking at the beautiful shlokas, the Durga Devi Sapta shlokas. We have been looking at verses from the Gita. We have looked at verses from the Devi Bhagavatam. We have looked at verses from the Valmiki Ramayana. Also, all the various Vyasjis who have been reading each night. We have tried our very best to bring certain topics, certain messages that will enlighten our lives and will help us to evolve, to rise on our spiritual journey. And even though the waters are fluctuating, there seems to be some kind, or we need some kind of balance. Because if you're off balance, chances are you might lean over and fall. And we do not want to fall. Tonight, our Ved Vyasji is, as I mentioned a few nights ago, and I mentioned last night, one of the most vibrant young voices in our community. And he is Pandit Yogendra Ram. We all call him Pandit Yogiji. And we are so blessed to have him tonight to deliver tonight's pravachan. Whatever scripture, whatever verses he's going to be chanting, none of us know. But I'm sure he's going to bring us right back to this very thought. How can Navratri help us? I want to read this very short thought of Swami Vivekananda. A tremendous stream is flowing towards the ocean, carrying us all along with it. And though like straws and scraps of paper, we may at times float aimlessly about, in the long run, we are sure to join the ocean of bliss, the ocean of life. The words of Swami Vivekananda. Tonight, this stream has brought all of us to the feet of that bliss, Durga Maya. Sit back and enjoy the beautiful glories of our Universal Mother. As I have done every night, I pray may Ved Vyasji bless all our Vyasas so that their messages will flow. Om Namastute Vyasa Vishal Buddhe Polar Vrindayata Patra Netram Yena Tvaya Bharati Tena Purnam Prajvalito Jnanamaya Pradipam. Boliye Prem Solo Shri Ved Vyas Maharaj Ki Jai. Over to Pandit Yogiji.
Let us all clasp our hands as we engage in pratna.
Om
जय मां सरस्वती मां, जय मां सरस्वती मां, जय मां सरस्वती मां, जय मां सरस्वती मां।
Thank you.
आदिशक्ति दुर्गा माता की जय. Devotees all, on this beautiful Wednesday evening, I bid you my humble Sitaram to each and every one of you. Sitaram to you, Panditji, Sharad, Rajanji, anyone who is watching, and I'm very much humbled and I'm very much thankful to have this opportunity to deliver Katha this evening. So we are in the period of Navarathri, and on this night we give adorations to Mahagauri Mata. Now Mahagauri is that form of mother that also took the form of Mahishasura Mardini. She was the slayer of Mahishasura. And all of the forms of Ma, all represent values, all represent characteristics that we all should aim to exalt within our own character and personality. Prabhu Shri Krishna says very beautifully in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15, Shri Krishna Govinda Hari Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hari Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva.
Mamevamsho jivaloke jivabhuta sanatana manashasthanindriyani prakritishtani karishati. In the very words of Prabhu Shri Krishna himself, he reminds Arjuna, and who is Arjuna symbolic of? Arjuna is symbolic of each and every one of us. The Lord delivers many lessons and advice to Arjuna in the pages of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And Arjuna represents all of us, because sometimes we get lost in the path of life. Now, Mame Vamsho Jivaloke. Prabhu Shri Krishna in this verse reminds us that what? Mame Vamsho, an eternal portion of myself, resides within all living entities. Jiva bhutas sanatanaha manashasthanindriyani prakritishtani karshati. An eternal portion of myself resides within all beings, all living creatures. And once I am there, I draw to myself the five senses, along with the mind as the sixth.
So what does this mean, my dear brothers and sisters? It means that within each and every one of us lies the same potential to be great. Rather, all of us have our own capacity for greatness. It is only about bringing it out. You know, in the pages of Sri Ramacharita, and there are many versions of Ramayana, there's a very beautiful story. And we'll get into the Devi Bhagavatam in a few seconds, but I just want to set this foundation so we have this bhav, this feeling, this emotion, once we read these very beautiful verses. When Hanumanji was building Ram Setu, he was taking his mace and he was beating the mountains. And as he was beating the mountains, boulders were falling off, and they were taking those boulders, writing the name of Prabhu Shri Ram, and they would float. So as he was tossing boulders onto this bridge, he saw a little spider next to him. And he looked at the spider and he was about to actually sweep the spider away. But then he stopped and he looked very carefully at what the spider was doing. Do you know what the spider was doing? The spider was picking up little dust particles and throwing it into the water. So Hanumanji was about to brush this spider away, but he said to himself, in his mind, he said, no. I am serving the Lord in my own capacity, and so is this little creature. My dear brothers and sisters, everything in this world serves within its own capacity. We should never feel that we are not doing enough. That the only time we should feel that way is if we know we are not putting in the effort. So my dear brothers and sisters, the question still poses, how can Navarathri have an impact on our daily lives? We see in the pages of the Devi Bhagavatam, we chant these mantras. Jayanti Mangalakari Bhadrakali Kapali Durgakshama Shiva Dhatri Swaswata Namostute. Jai Jai Ambe Bhavani Maa, Jai Jai Ambe Devi Bhagavatam. It is in Book 3, Chapter 3, verse number 52. It says, Durjeya labidyam devi yodagmaya durashaya Ichcha Paramatmana Kamam Nitya Nitya Swarupini Nitya Nitya Swarupini. Now at this point in the Devi Bhagavatam, the Devas and the son Kumars are actually making their way through the ocean of milk. And now do we know where this ocean of milk is? This Samudra where Bhagavan Vishnu resides. And as they are making their way through this ocean of milk, they spot a very beautiful island. And the way they describe this island is with various flower trees, various gems, various rivers, various streams. And as they go there, they see a beautiful Devi. And she's sitting there in the forest, very calm and peaceful. And the words of Bhagavan Vishnu are written here in this Devi Bhagavatam as he gives a description of her glories. He says, Durje Yam Lapidhyam Devi. The Devi is inconceivable to those who are of a dull intellect. Yoga Maya Durashaya. Ichcha Paramatmana Kamam Nitya Nitya Swarupini. Only the yogis can see her. So I'm sorry guys, only I can see her. I'm joking. So, what is a yogi? Exactly. A yogi is anyone who is geared towards God realization. Anyone who has this undesirable and burning desire to meet the Lord. So that is a yogi. So we are all yogis because we want to meet our Lord. So Bhagavan Vishnu says that only the yogis can see her by their yogic powers. She is the eternal Brahman and also the non-eternal Maya. She is the will force of the Supreme Self. So now Bhagavan Vishnu makes a very bold claim here. He says that the Devi is inconceivable to those who are of dull intellect. Now, in layman's terms, we know the intellect, or somebody with a dull intellect, we would call them what? Not very smart. But what Bhagavan Vishnu means here is somebody who is not in tune spiritually. So a dull intellect here would mean an intellect that is not geared towards divinity. And this intellect is what allows us to discriminate between the real and the unreal, the good from the bad. And once this intellect is geared in the right direction, we will be able to notice all sorts of things in the universe. You know, there are many individuals like this. They are in tune with the universe. Sometimes they're able to feel things before they happen. Sometimes they're able to have premonitions, so on and so forth. Once this mind and this intellect can be in tune, know that we will never meet with any difficulty. So, a dull intellect simply means an intellect that is not geared towards divinity, that is not geared towards seeing and discriminating properly between the right and wrong. So now, Bhagavan Vishnu also mentions that she is this eternal Brahman. And as I said before in this opening verse of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Mame Vamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana Manashastani Indriyani Prakritishtani Karashati. So that eternal portion of Prabhu Shri Krishna, remember Prabhu Shri Krishna has that beautiful Vishwarup, right? And in that Vishwarup, all the various forms of the gods and the goddesses are there. 3.3 million, so on, so much more are there. And all of their potentials, by the mere words of Prabhu Shri Krishna himself, all of their potentials, all the things that they can accomplish, we too can accomplish. And this is the first step to understanding how Navarathri can change our lives. Bhagavan Vishnu continues to say that she is the eternal Maya. Now what is Maya? We know Maya to be the illusory aspect of the world. So, the feminine aspect is responsible for this. So within the world that we see here, right? We can perceive objects around us. I can perceive this microphone is right in front of me. I have clothes on, so on and so forth. All of this becomes possible because of the bonding of two very important things. And what are they? The bonding of Purusa and Prakriti. Now, Purusa means the spirit, and Prakriti means matter. So once Purusa and Prakriti meet, we have this beautiful physical world that appears in front of us. So my dear brothers and sisters, if the mere existence of this world in front of us is due to the combination of Purusa and Prakriti, can we ever say that there is a fault in this world? Can we ever say that the Lord created a universe with so many faults, with so many wrong things, with so many bad things? Can we ever say so? It may seem so from our finite perspective. Because remember, what may be good for me may not be good for you. What is bad for me may be good for you. So on and so forth. And it is from this finite and limited perspective, my dear brothers and sisters, that sometimes we take ourselves down to the lowest depths. And just like in that very beautiful story I just mentioned to you with Hanumanji and the spider, sometimes we may feel useless. Sometimes we may feel like we can't do enough. But Bhagavan Vishnu continues to say that she is the will force. She is the driving force of that Supreme Self. And that Supreme Self resides within each and every one of us. On these last 3 nights, we sing the glories of Saraswati Mata. And what does Saraswati Mata stand for? She symbolizes knowledge. Not only knowledge, she symbolizes our ability to imagine, to project our thoughts. And Saraswati Mata, as you can see in this beautiful murti here, she holds a veena. And this veena symbolizes being well tuned with the universe. Again, I mentioned, once you are well in tune with the universe, there is nothing that can shake you or waver you from your path. So this veena that Saraswati Mata holds in her hand symbolizes that. And sometimes in the pictures of Saraswati Mata, you will see a peacock is there. But something that is very puzzling, and I actually didn't notice it until I looked very closely. Every time you see this peacock next to Saraswati Mata, it never has its wings up. Now what does this symbolize? It symbolizes to be humble. We should always be humble in life, because once you're humble, you never stumble. So, with this being said, my dear brothers and sisters, the same potentials of Durgeshri Mata and all of the things that she has accomplished, the slaying of Mahishasura, the slaying of Rakta Bij, Madhu Kaitab, so many are there, Shumbani Shumb, the slaying of all these various Rakshasas. What do they represent? They represent all of the enemies that we may sometimes come to face within our lives. And that potential to overcome those enemies resides right within here. And as Bhagavan Vishnu says, she is the will force. She is the driving force. And the reason for this is because this Prakriti, and remember I said the bonding of Purusa and Prakriti. Purusa is the masculine energy. Prakriti, which is the driving force, is the feminine energy. So it takes a combination of both of these to create this world that we see in front of us. So everything that we perceive, everything that we can see, is all part and parcel of this great universal mother. And if we are to better our lives, if we are to make our lives better by way of engaging in sadhana, daily spiritual practice, we have to understand the values that they stand for. So once again, I said Saraswati Ma symbolizes knowledge. Lakshmi Mata symbolizes prosperity. And she doesn't only symbolize monetary wealth, but she symbolizes the ability to bestow upon us something called santosh. And what does santosh mean? Santosh means the ability to be content with all that we have. Because, my dear brothers and sisters, right now, in this very moment, right exactly where we are sitting, right exactly where we are listening, the things that we are seeing, it was all meant to be this way. Every time I begin Sunday service at any sort of mandir, I always say this. There were those who went to sleep last night with the intention of coming to mandir, but something or the other came up and they weren't able to make it. Or maybe, something else happened. But if you are here right now in this moment, if you are breathing in this very moment, be very grateful and thankful for it. Why? Because it is the grace of that Divine Mother that allows us to do so. With that being said, my dear brothers and sisters, how can we better ourselves? We can better ourselves by realizing the same potential that lies within these beautiful forms, that lies within these murtis, that lies within these stories, that lies within all the scriptures. All of those potentials reside within us. It is only up to us to listen. But, mankind, we don't like rules. We don't like being told what to do. The chains can be made of copper, they can be made of gold, they can be encrusted with diamond. To us, they are still chains. This is why, my dear brothers and sisters, I'll tell you here tonight, don't take my word for it. You don't have to listen to anything that I say. I'm a regular person just like each and every one of you. And if you can make this knowledge your own, if you can go and read for yourself and interpret for yourself with proper guidance, of course, if you can make this knowledge your own and accept it, most definitely then Navraatri would have had a great impact in your life. I close with this very beautiful classical bhajan, local classical bhajan actually, and we shall see the greatness of this universal love. If at all we ever feel downtrodden in life, if at all we feel we have no one to turn to, remember that we all reside within the lap of this universal mother. Jai Tanne Vichamune, Jai Bhutanati Harini, Jai Sarvagate Devi, Navraatri, Namostute. Hari Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Hari Om. My humble Sitaram, and thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you, Panditji, for allotting me this opportunity. Any mistakes I have made are my own. Anything you have learned is the knowledge of the Lord and my great gurus. Jai Mata.
बोलिए प्रेम स्वरूप वेद व्यास महाराज की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, आदि शक्ति जगदम्बे माता की जय. Pandit Yogi ji, I want to take this opportunity on behalf of all of us at the Mandir, on behalf of your parents, your gurus, to congratulate you. And as I sit here watching you night after night, all the beautiful kathas that you've been reading with us here at the Mandir, I must tell you, you're continuing to excel in this spiritual path, in this dharmic path. And I can proudly say, and I mean that in the highest of respect, that you have a far way to go in spirituality and in our religion. And I can definitely see that our religion, our faith, our culture, generations to come, is in very good hands. And on behalf of all of us, we would like to congratulate you for doing a beautiful katha for us tonight. Remember, if the dholak is not tuned correctly, it will just sound like a cardboard box. No, Prabhu? If you don't tune it. Similarly, a sitar or a harmonium and all these things, they will just sound like noise. But when it is tuned correctly, effectively, my dear sisters and brothers, it plays the sweetest of music for the soul. Similarly, this is Panditji's katha tonight. We need to be in tune with something that is so special, something that is so unique, that at times we just feel as though we have lost that feeling, that connection. And hence Navraatri and all these beautiful celebrations come night after night for us to reconnect with such divinity. Once again, Prem Solo, Shri Ved Vyas Maharaj ki jai. I'd like to call my brother Pandit to come, if you don't mind, to join us here in our simple Kanya Puja for tonight. As I mentioned in the beginning, tonight, Hindus all over the world, wherever we are, celebrating this beautiful period, Navarathri. We will place 9 devis, 9 little ones, to sit there, 9 little girls. And we will puja them. Beautiful ceremony is done to them. And at the end, there is a little boy who is described as Bhagavan Shankar. Ancient stories will say it's the brother and all these things and whatever. But at the end of the day, it is Lord Shiva. And we glorify these 9 personalities of the Divine Mother, the 9 attributes of her. And we remind ourselves that these are the very qualities which we came into the world with, which the Lord blessed us to enjoy every moment of it. But through growing and becoming more involved in this beautiful Maya that it is described as, in our physical eyes, it is beautiful. What happened? Somewhere down the line, we have lost these qualities. Hence, as we puja them, we remind ourselves and we reconnect ourselves, we retune ourselves back to these 9 forms. Tonight you're going to see them on the screen. Please pay careful attention and support them, pray for them, so that as they will grow and they will mature more into this physical world, they will not become involved in some of the things we probably got involved in that led us astray. We will see Shailaputri, Shakti, determination, strength. We are going to see Brahmacharini, Yogini Devi, studies, importance of education, intelligence. Chandraghanta, calmness of the moon, joy, happiness. Where did all these things go? Kushmandar, vegetation, she who nourishes nature and grants contentment. Skandamata, rejuvenation of life and divine energy. Where did these qualities go, devotees? Katyayani, she who attracts divinity, knowledge and excellence. Kalyaratri, darkness of the night, removal of false hope, fear and doubts. Mahagauri, the divine beauty within, integrity and respect. Siddhidhatri, perfection, calm, serenity, and final salvation. Where did these qualities go? Tonight we pray for them. And once we would have reconnected to all of them, what do we gain at the end? Bhagwan Shankara, peace of mind, bliss in the highest form, and total absorption in Bhagwan's consciousness. This is what Kanya Puja is all about. So what we will do, Sabrina ji, who worked very hard on this, getting these videos together, I want to commend her tonight for that. She's going to call them out one by one. Their pictures will appear on the screen. Pay careful attention. We will recite some simple mantras tonight. Myself, all of us, Pandit Rajan ji, Pandit Yogi ji will join us as well. Simple mantras. We'll do 9 forms of worship. Welcoming. We're going to do asanam. We're going to do par, chandan, flowers, perfume, prashadam, gift, and arti. So if at home you prepared also to perform this puja, when the picture is on the screen, that Kanya Devi, you can make your offerings as we are reciting these mantras to the screen. Imagine you are sitting in front of the Universal Mother. So if Bree, you ready? Sabrina ji, you ready? Padijis, you ready? So let's go. Kanya Puja begins. Sharad Navraatri, in this beautiful festival.
Shaanti, and this is Maya Jadubans, little Kanyakumari of Pandit Manoj and Ravina ji.
Om Bhurabhuvasvaha Shailaputri Iha Gaksha Ihathishta Om Shailaputrahe Namaha Shailaputri Navahayami Sthapayami Asanam Samarpayami. We will offer asanam.
Prabhram Sushobram Divyam Sarvasokyakiram Shubhamasanam Chamyadartam Grihan Parameshwari.
We will normally put chandan.
Om Chanasya Matpunyam Pavitram Papanashanam Abramharte Nityam Lakshmi Stishtati Sarvada.
We will put some flowers. मल्लिकादि सुगंधिनी मल्लित्यादि नवे प्रभु मया हृतानि पूजार्थ पुष्पपाणि प्रतिगृह्यताम् परफ्यूम
गन्धं वन्दितं नित्यं पापं स्मनोहरं विलेपनं सुरासृष्टं गन्धं प्रतिगृह्यताम्.
If you have some prasadam, you will normally offer it to them to eat.
ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्माग्निर् ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मेवतेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मकर्मासमाधिना.
If you have some kind of gift, Om Hiranyagarbhagarbhastam Hemabijam Vibhavaso Anantya Punyam Phalavatah Shaanti Priyakshame. And of course, we will do our aarti.
यानि कानि च पापानि जन्मं प्रगतानि च तानि तानि गृह्णन्ति प्रदक्षिणाय पदे पदे.
Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. प्रेम सोल शैलपुत्री देवी महारानी की
जय.
Brahmachari, and this is Arya Mangal.
ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः ब्रह्मचारिणी इहागक्ष इहातिष्ठ ओम ब्रह्मचारिण्यै नमः. ब्रह्मचारिणीम् आवाहयामि स्थापयामि भ्यो नमो नमः. आसनम्
ब्रह्मं सुशोभनं दिव्यं सर्वसौख्याकरं क्षमासनं क्षम्यादरतं गृहाण परमेश्वरे.
We will offer पाद.
पाद प्रक्षालनं समर्पयामि यतः श्री
चंदनम
चन्दनस्य महत्पुण्यं पवित्रं पापनाशनम् आब्रह्मते नित्यं लक्ष्मीस्तिष्ठति सर्वदा.
flowers together. Om Mallikadi Sugandhini Mallityadi Nave Prabhu Maya Hritani Pujartam Pushpapani Pratigrehitam. Perfume. Om
गन्धं वन्दितं नित्यं पापं स्मनोहरं विलेपनं सुरासृष्टं गन्धं प्रतिगृह्यताम्.
If you have your prasadam, please offer.
ॐ ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्माग्निर् ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मेवतेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मकर्मासमाधिना.
If you have your little gift, Om Hiranyagarbhagarbhastam Hemabijam Vibhavaso Anantya Punyam Phalavattah Shanti Priyakshame. Aarti everybody.
सर्जं सावर्ति संयुक्तं बुद्धियोजितं मया दीपं गृहाणि त्रैलोक्यतिमिरापहम्.
बोलिए प्रेम से बोलो श्री ब्रह्मचारिणी महारानी की
जय.
Chandraganta, and this is Bhavana Jadubans. This is the eldest Kanyakumari of Pandit Manoj and Ravinaji.
ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः चंद्रघंटी इहागक्ष इहातिष्ठ ओम चंद्रघंट्यै नमः. चंद्रगंधाय आवाहयामि स्थापयामि. We'll offer some asanam.
रम्यं सुशोभनं दिव्यं सर्वसौख्याकरं श्वमासनं क्षम्याधृतं गृहाण परमेश्वरे.
We'll offer some water to Ma.
ॐ उष्णोरकं निर्मलं च सर्वसौगन्धसंयुक्तं पारक्षालनाथय दत्तं ते प्रतिगृह्यताम्.
चंदन. ओम श्री खंदनम चंदनम दिव्यं गंधाध्यं सुमनोहरं विलेपनं सुरश्रेष्ठानां चंदनं प्रतिगृह्यताम्. Perfume. Flowers, sorry.
ॐ मल्लिकादिनी सुगन्धिनी मल्लिकादिनवै प्रभु मया नृतानि पूजार्थं पुष्पाणि प्रतिगृह्यताम्.
We will offer some perfume to them.
ॐ अतरं चावलालं च चन्दनचोमेव च अभिनाचितो देवात्य शान्ति प्रयच्छसि.
Prasadam. Om Brahmarpanam Brahmavi Brahmagno Brahmanahutam Brahmayavitena Gantavyam Brahmakarma Samadhina. If you have a little gift, you will offer.
ॐ हिरण्यगर्भाघरस्तां हिमवीशं सावसोऽनन्तपुण्यनामतः शान्तिं प्रयच्छ मे.
Om Aarti.
जलमन्तर्कृतानि च तानि तानि विनश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणाय परे.
बोलिए प्रेम सो श्री चंद्रघंटी महारानी की जय.
Kushmanda, and this is K.R. Raj.
ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः कूष्मन्दे इहागक्ष इहातिष्ठ ओम कूष्मन्द्यै नमः. कूष्मन्द्याय आवाहयामि स्थापयामि. आसनं to Ma.
रम्यं सुशोभनं दिव्यं सर्वसौख्याकरं शुभमासनं च मया धृतं गृहाण परमेश्वरी.
We'll offer some water.
ॐ उष्णोरकं निर्मलं च सर्वसौगन्धसंयुक्तं पारक्षानाथाय दत्तं ते प्रतिगृह्यताम्.
Chandan, Om Shri Khandanam Chandanam Divyam Gandhadhyam Sumanoharam Vilepanam Surasrishtanam Chandanam Pratigrehritam. Flowers.
मल्लिकाग्नि सुगन्धिनी मल्लिकाग्नवे प्रभु मायन्तानि पूजार्थं पुष्पाणि प्रतिगृह्यताम्.
We'll offer your perfume.
ॐ अत्रं चावलानं च चन्दनचूर्णमेव च अभिनाचतो देवात् प्रशान्ति प्रयच्छसि.
Om Brahmarpanam Brahmami Brahmagano Brahmanahutam Brahmayi Tena Gantavyam Brahmakarama Samadhina. If you have any gift, offer.
ॐ हिरण्यगर्भागर्भसाम्भिं विशंसावसोऽनन्त पुण्यनामतः शान्तिं प्रयच्छ मे.
And you do your arati, of course. Om Yadikani Cha Papani Janmantarkritani Cha.
तानि तानि विनश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणाय प्रतिगृह्यते.
बोलिए प्रेम से बोलो पुष्पमंत माता महारानी की
जय.
Skanda Mata, and this is Karina Prasad.
ओम भूर्भुवस्वः स्कंद माता इहा कक्ष इहा तिष्ठ ओम स्कंद मात्रे नमः स्कंद मातरम आवाहयामि स्थापयामि.
ब्रह्मं सुशोभनं दिव्यं सर्वसौख्याकरं शुभमासनं च मया धृतं गृहाण परमेश्वरीम्.
ॐ उष्णोरकं निर्मलं च सर्वसौगन्धसंयुक्तं पारक्षानाथाय दत्तं ते प्रतिगृह्यताम्.
ओम श्री खंदनं चंदनं दिव्यं गंधाढ्यं सुमनोहरं विलेपनं सुश्रेष्ठानां चंदनं प्रतिगृह्यताम्.
मल्लिकाग्नि सुगन्धिनी मल्लिकाग्नवे प्रभु मया धृतानि पूजार्थं पुष्पाणि प्रतिगृह्यताम्.
ॐ मत्रं चावलानं च चन्दनचूर्णमेव च अभिनाचतो देवात् शान्ति प्रयच्छसि.
ओम ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्मावि ब्रह्मागणो ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्माय तेन गन्तव्यं नमः समाधिना.
ॐ हिरण्यगर्भागर्भसाम्भिं विशंसावसो अनन्त पुण्यनामतः शान्तिं प्रयच्छ मे.
ओम यानिकानि च पापानि
जन्मन्तर्गतानि च तानि तानि विनश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणाय प्रतिगृह्यते.
बोलिए प्रेम सोलो स्कंद माता महारानी की
जय.
Katyayani, and this is Asha Nandaman.
ओम भूर्भुवस्वः कात्यायनी इहा कक्ष इहा तिष्ठ ओम कात्यायन्यै नमः कात्यायनी आवाहयामि.
स्थापयामि आसनं श्रियं सुशोभनं दिव्यं सर्वसौख्याकरं शुभमासनं च मया धृतं गृहाण परमेश्वरी.
ॐ उष्णोरकं निर्मलं च सर्वसौगन्धसंयुक्तं पारक्षानाथाय दत्तं ते प्रतिगृह्यताम्.
ओम श्री खंडनं चंदनं दिव्यं गंधाढ्यं सुमनोहरं विलेपनं सुश्रेष्ठानां चंदनं प्रतिगृह्यताम्.
ॐ मल्लिकाग्नि सुगन्धिनी मल्लिकाग्नवे प्रभु मया धृतानि पूजार्थं पुष्पाणि प्रतिगृह्यताम्.
ॐ अत्रं चावलानं च चन्दनचूर्णमेव च अभिनाचतो देवात् शान्ति प्रयच्छसि.
ओम ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्मावि ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्माय तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्माकर्मा समाधिना.
ॐ हिरण्यगर्भागर्भसाम्भिं विशंसावसोऽनन्त पुण्यनामतः शान्तिं प्रयच्छ मे.
यानि तानि च पापानि जन्मन्तर्गतानि च तानि तानि विनश्यन्ति
प्रदक्षिणाय पदे पदे.
बोलिए प्रेम सोलो कात्यायनी महारानी की
जय.
Navarathri, and this is Kira Mangam.
ओम भूर्भुवस्वः कालरात्रि इहा कक्ष इहा तिष्ठ ओम कालरात्रे नमः कालरात्रिं आवाहयामि स्थापयामि.
रम्यं सुशोभनं दिव्यं सर्वसौख्याकरं शुभम् आसनं च मया धृतं गृहाण परमेश्वरी.
ॐ उष्णोरकं निर्मलं च सर्वसौगन्धसंयुक्तं पारक्षानाथाय दत्तं ते प्रतिगृह्यताम्.
ओम श्री खंदनं चंदनं दिव्यं गंधाढ्यं सुमनोहरं विलेपनं सुश्रेष्ठानां चन्दनं प्रतिगृह्यताम्
मल्लिकादिनी सुगन्धिनी मल्लिकादिनवै प्रभो मायधृतानि पूजार्थं पुष्पाणि प्रतिगृह्यताम्
अतरं चावलालं च चन्दनचोमेव च अभिर्नाचको देवाद्य शान्ति प्रयच्छसि
ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्मामि ब्रह्मागणो ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्माय तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मा कर्म समाधिना
हिरण्यगर्भागर्भस्थानेव भीषमसावसोऽनन्तपुजगामतः शान्तिं प्रयच्छ मे
यानि कानि च पापानि जन्मन्तर्कृतानि च तानि तानि विनश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणाय पदे पदे
बोले प्रेम स्वरूप कालरात्रि महारानी की
जय
Mahagauri, and this is Anuburu, my little Kanyakumari.
ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः महागौरी इहा कक्ष इहातिष्ठ महागौर्यै नमः महागौरीम् आवाहयामि स्थापयामि
आसनं रम्यं सुशोभनं दिव्यं सर्वसौख्याकरं शुभम् आसनं च मया कृतं गृहाण परमेश्वरी
ॐ उष्णोरकं निर्मलं च सर्वसौगन्धसंयुक्तं पारप्रक्षालनाय दत्तं ते प्रतिगृह्यताम्
ओम श्री खंडनं चंदनं दिव्यं गंधाढ्यं सौमनोहरं विलेपनं सुरश्रेष्ठानां चंदनं प्रतिगृह्यताम्
मल्लिकादिनी सुगन्धिनी मल्लिकादिनवै प्रभो मायानिर्गानि पूजार्थं पुष्पाणि प्रतिगृह्यताम्
अतरं चावलालं च चन्दनचोमेव च अभिर्नाचतो देवाद्य शान्ति प्रयच्छसि
ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्मावि ब्रह्मागणो ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्माय तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मा कर्म समाधिना
हिरण्यगर्भागर्भस्थानेव भीषमसावसोऽनन्तपुनरामतः शान्तिं प्रयच्छ मे
यानि कानि च पापानि जन्मन्तर्कृतानि च तानि तानि विनश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणाय पदे पदे
बोले प्रेम स्वरूप श्री महागौरी महारानी की
जय
Siddhidatri, and this is Divya Devi Bisnath.
ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः सिद्धिदात्री इहा कक्ष इहातिष्ठ ओम सिद्धिदात्रये नमः सिद्धिदात्रीम् आवाहयामि स्थापयामि
रम्यं सुशोभनं दिव्यं सर्वसौख्याकरं शुभम् आसनं च मया कृतं गृहाण परमेश्वरी
उष्णोरकं निर्मलं च सर्वसौगन्धसंयुक्तं पारप्रक्षालनाय दत्तं ते प्रतिगृह्यताम्
ओम श्री खंडनं चंदनं दिव्यं गंधाढ्यं सौमनोहरं विलेपनं सुरश्रेष्ठानां चंदनं प्रतिगृह्यताम्
मल्लिकादिनी सुगन्धिनी मल्लिकादिनवै प्रभो मायधृतानि पूजार्थं पुष्पाणि प्रतिगृह्यताम्
अतरं चावलालं च चन्दनचोमेव च अभिर्नाचतो देवाद्य शान्ति प्रयच्छसि
ओम ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्मावि ब्रह्मागणो ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्माय तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मा कर्म समाधिना
हिरण्यगर्भागर्भस्थानेव भीषमसावसोऽनन्तपुंः शान्तिं प्रयच्छ मे
यानि कानि च पापानि जन्मन्तर्कृतानि च तानि तानि विनश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणाय पदे पदे
बोलिए प्रेम स्वरूप श्री सिद्धिदात्री महारानी की
जय
Bhagwan Shankara, and this is Sohan Singh.
ओम तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्रः प्रचोदयात् आवाहयामि शिवशंकराय पूजनभ्यो नमो नमः
ॐ रम्यं सुशोभनं दिव्यं सर्वसौख्याकरं शुभमासनं च मया कृतं गृहाण परमेश्वरः
उष्णोरकं निर्मलं च सर्वसौगन्धसंयुक्तं पारप्रक्षालनाय दत्तं ते प्रतिगृह्यताम्
ओम श्री खंडनं चंदनं दिव्यं गंधाढ्यं सुमनोहरं विलेपनं सुरश्रेष्ठानां चंदनं प्रतिगृह्यताम्
ॐ मल्लिकादिनी सुगन्धिनी मल्लिकादिनवै प्रभो मायधृतानि पूजार्थं पुष्पाणि प्रतिगृह्यताम्
अतरं च चागुणालं च चन्दनचूर्णमेव च अभिर्ना च को देवात्म शान्ति प्रयच्छसि
Om Hiran Brahma Param Brahmavi Brahmagano Brahmanahudam Brahmai Vidhinagantavya Brahma Karma Samadhina
Om Hiranyagarbhagarbhasthanev Vishambasavaso Anantapunyaramata Shantim Prayasshame
यानि कानि च पापानि जन्मन्तरकृतानि च तानि तानि विनाश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणाय पदे
Jai Shiva Jai Shiva Jai Shiva Jai Shiva
Shiva Jai Shiva Jai Shiva Jai Shiva
Shiva Jai Shiva Jai Shiva Jai Shiva
Jai Shiva Jai Shiva Jai Shiva Jai Shiva
Jai Shiva Jai Shiva Jai Shiva Jai Shiva
Jai Shiva Jai Shiva Jai Shiva Jai Shiva
शांति हरि ओम। प्रेम से बोलो शिव शंकर भगवान की।
On behalf of Pandit Manoj and all of us at the Shaanti Bhavan Mandir, we would like to extend our heartfelt thank you to our children, parents, for your time, hard work, and for making our Kanya Puja extra special. Thank you to our dear Brianna for making all this happen on our live stream. Thank you all.
God bless. Thank you so much for everyone who participated in this, all the parents, as Sabrina ji so beautifully said, and all the hard work and the children to have them dressed like this and to be patient with us and to sit and to take part. It's truly, truly a blessing to us all. To all of the parents, continue to enjoy your children. Children, continue to adore and glorify your parents, for they are indeed the divinity in your lives. Enjoy every moment with them. To all of our Shaanti Bhavan Mandir family, wherever you are, wherever you've logged in from tonight, thank you for joining us in our Kanya Kumari Puja. I want to also thank Pandit Rajan ji, Pandit Yogi ji, also for joining along. And I'm not sure if you noticed it. I didn't tell them what to do, but it just flowed. All of this happens because of the unison and being in tune to each other's energy. And this is the beauty of our culture. May God bless each and every one of us present here tonight. May God bless all of you present out there. We will ask our dear Sabrina ji now and the rest of the Kirtan Mandali to lead us in the concluding Durga Devi Saraswati Mata Charisa, and after which we have another video for tonight, some brief announcements, and then we'll close off with our concluding prayers tonight by our dear Pandit Rajesh.
जय श्री सकल बुद्धि बल राशि जय सर्वज्ञ जय अविनाशी जय 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 वीरनाथ अंसवारी जय विलासी
Once again, devotees all from far and near this evening, on behalf of the Shaanti Bhavan Mandir family, on behalf of our dear Andy, our dear Kiranji, myself, Pandit Yogi, our officiating Vyas, Brianna, behind the cameras, our dear Umamati, Diane, Crystalji, Kanya Kumari, and our dear Sabrinaji, and Pandit Rajan. I would like to say to each and every one of you, thank you for joining us tonight. To the Ram Gobind family, once again, to Priya Navin and your wonderful sons, thank you for sponsoring tonight's satsang. And we do pray that Bhagavan will bless each and every one of you with longevity, good health, happiness, and joy. Tonight, as we conclude, just a few simple announcements. We have some birthday celebrations. Lennon Devendra, this is the son of Mataji Sinet, celebrating his birthday on Saturday coming. Today we celebrate the birthday of Mataji Mother from Palm Coast, Florida. And also we celebrate the birthday of Sonam. This is the wonderful daughter of Anandji from Rockland County. We want to wish each and every one of them happy birthday. Tomorrow, Sabrina Prasad will be celebrating her birthday. We want to pray that Sabrina ji will always be happy. Mataji Baby Ramlal, Nirmala ji will be celebrating their birthday on the 15th. And of course, Toshanji will be celebrating his birthday on the 16th, Saturday. Once again, thank you to all of you. Happy birthday. Our dear Yogi and family, Mataji Kamla, Ram and family, they're donating tonight $300 to the Shaanti Bhavan Mandir. From the sister and the brother-in-law of Pandit Yogi ji, Max and Renuka from Iowa, they are donating $101 from the Shaanti to the Shaanti Bhavan Mandir. And Aarti money collected from various functions by Pandit Yogi ji, he's donating it to the Shaanti Bhavan Mandir. May God bless this entire family with prosperity and happiness always. God bless each and every one of you. Join us tomorrow evening. Same time, 7 p.m., different place. We'll be traveling to Minnesota, where our very own Pandit Deepakji will be doing our satsang for tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. May God bless each and every one of you until we meet again. May the benign blessings of the Lord be with each and every one of us. It is my honor to ask our dear Pandit Rajinji to lead us in our concluding prarthana.
We clasp our palms, let us arise.
ॐ त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् आवहनं न जानामि विसर्जनं पूजां चैव न जानामि क्षम्यतां परमेश्वरः ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः ॐ शान्ति 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 ॐ प्रेम से बोले धर्म शक्ति माता की जय बोले कलाश्वती शिव शंकर भगवान की जय प्रेम से बोले वैदिक सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय